Let me take her out real quick because she over here trying to jump out. She's a Chihuahua, so she needs to be carried all the time. But Silver, nope. Come here. You're going the wrong way. Wrong way, silly. They gave me extra pub cups today. Hey, stop. Wait till I say. Come on. No. Actually, you can have yours first because you always finish yours quick. Hold on. Wait. But yeah, I'm gonna just do that video. Let me just give them their pub cups real quick because I can't hold the camera and then, you know, enjoy my yogurt as well. Dang. All right, so they finished their pub cups. Oh yeah, they're chilling over there in the shade, bro. They're just not gonna be in my way right now. But yeah, so you know, I finally came back to a V2. It's been almost 2 years. It's kind of crazy because, you know, I didn't realize how fast just time flew. A lot's changed since that moment of when I got rid of my V2. New friends around, or not new friends, I guess you could say just old friends that I used to be in my life and that, you know, recently came back that I've known for almost my entire life. Lost a few friends, and just, you know, just a bunch of just random stuff happening in my life, good and bad. That's just the way life is, but it's nothing big deal. It's just me trying to just say like what's happened since I got rid of my V2. Did a lot of traveling, did a lot of time spending with my dogs, did a lot of time trying to get my mental stronger, you know, focusing on the gym, very consistent with the gym now. During the time that I had a blue V2, the one that you guys used to see me post all the time, that was kind of slowing me down from doing stuff like that. And that's kind of one of the main reasons why I got rid of it, you know. I got rid of it because I just wanted to focus on myself. And, you know, being back in a V2 again, like with this one, you know, I'm focused still going to the gym, something that I wouldn't have done back then. I'm glad that I have a nice car. I'm glad that I'm focusing on myself. I'm trying to focus on my diet. Sometimes I say that and then I'm, you know, eating bad again, but it's just hard. That's the most hardest part that anyone will tell you about going to the gym, is just being, you know, 100% on your diet, which means just being strict. I'm still working on that, but I know I can do it. I gotta just stop. I know my girlfriend's always telling me to, you know, eat this, eat that, stop eating that, but, you know, I don't listen. But you know, that's something that I'm gonna try a little better on, even though I'm sipping a Red Bull right now. But I mean, shit, bro, it's sugar free. Nah, I'm just joking. But I don't know, where can I start now with this car? Well, I mean, that's kind of the reason why I got rid of the blue one, so that's kind of out the way of my the topic. Second topic is I'm gonna stop talking so fast, bro. It's probably this Red Bull. But second topic is you know, why I came back to a V2. Like, overall, bro, I just missed driving this specific car. Like, there was nothing else that I could have got that made me feel better. I've driven other cars that made me think like, bro, like, this is nothing compared to a V2, especially a built V2, bro. This V2 is nicely built, and I'll get into that in this video. I just missed it. This is like the most best looking Cadillac I think Cadillac has made. GM as well, GM motor, but Cadillac, you know, it's the body of this car that just stands out the most. I'm not a fan of this hood though. I'm gonna get rid of it and get a different one. Overall though, bro, yeah, this car is just my favorite. I grew up like in these cars since I was like 8 or 9. My dad used to drive the V1 at the time, and, you know, I wasn't even these cars weren't even out yet. But once I got older and these cars actually started to come out, I think I started to like these cars when I was in 7th grade. And, you know, I'm a 7th grader, and these cars came out around that time, so these cars were expensive, and, you know, I was young, so I grew up wanting this car. When I got older, I got my first one when I was 22, strictly off building my own credit. A lot of motherfuckers out here just, you know, using cosigns, you know, mobbing these cars like their parents don't own it. You know what I mean? Like, don't disrespect a car that your mom owns or your dad owns or your auntie owns. None of that. You know what I mean? Like, respect the car because, you know, somebody co-signed it for you. You know what I mean? But, you know, this day and age, people like to flex shit, just be weird, try to flex on other people. But me, bro, I built my credit from the ground up when I was young. I never had any late payments. Always took care of my credit. You know, growing up, my credit was important to me because my dad used to always tell me a lot of things about credit, how important it was and all that, and you know, all that, you know, got me into one of these cars. But you know, I'm not talking like these cars are like Lamborghinis or anything. To a lot of people, these are probably just, you know, V2s. To people, they're probably dying out, they're getting old, everybody has them. But at the end of the day, bro, whatever makes you happy, it makes you happy, bro. You still got to work hard to get what you want, and that's what I did with this car. All the V2s that I did, you know what I mean, all the V2s that I've had, I always babied them. So, you know, just coming back to these cars, bro, it just makes me happy. I get to mob it again. Another reason why I came back is because, you know, I just wanted to make this car look like the blue one that I had. The blue one that I had was special. It was something that not really many people designed. Maybe like 1 or 2 people that I know that designed that specific car. I didn't copy them. I definitely wanted my car to look like that when I was a kid. But you know, as a kid growing up, you don't have money, you don't have the credit to get them, so I couldn't beat the people that already made their blue V2 the way that it was before I did. So that's one thing. But you know, I want to make this car look like the blue Cadillac that I once had, you know what I mean? And I feel like I had unfinished, I guess you could say unfinished business with that specific car. It was doing good on numbers, content, all that stuff. I just want to be able to you know, put myself out there, not necessarily just by vlogging my car. I want to be able to vlog my car, my girlfriend, my dogs, all at once, make it a channel about all that, not just specifically a channel about cars. Because when you make a channel specifically about one topic on YouTube, say for example you're just a dog content creator, bro, all you're gonna attract to your YouTube channel is just dog fans. So bro, when you post a video of your car, that video is not gonna do good because you don't got a bunch of car fans on your YouTube channel, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm trying to, you know, make this about everything that I have in my life. And that pretty much sums up why I came back to this specific model. What else can I say? I mean, during that time of me being away from the car scene, bro, like I said, I was traveling, I was going out having fun, not worrying about cops, you know what I mean? Like, just worrying about cops, bro, is just like, it's just so annoying with these specific cars. Because, you know, I just got this car like, what was it, like a month ago, damn near. And let me come over here and untie my dog real quick. Yeah, I mean, I was just having fun. Well, I was away from the car scene, not worrying about cops, not worrying about my car being stolen, not worrying about car issues, none of that, you know what I mean? Now that I'm back though, I am worrying about that shit again. But it is what it is what you signed up for. But now around this time I'm more prepared for it, and I'm just stable, you know what I mean? That's what I wanted to be in my life, is just stable, just, you know, consistent money flow, you know, just knowing where I want to be so that I can you know, have all my priorities straight. You know, I just feel like I was, those 2 years ago when I had that blue V2, bro, I feel like up to this point I was way more of a different person. I wouldn't say like a bad thing, but I wouldn't say a good thing either. Now I look back and I'm just like, damn, like, I'm just glad I did what I did, you know what I mean? I mean, look, time flew so quick, I'm back, and it doesn't even, you know, feel like I don't think it affected me in a negative way. But, you know, since I'm back to this car scene, like I said, yeah, that's where it all starts, by just doing these videos, bro. Back to like what I really wanted to do in my life at the time. You know, now I got a camera. Back then I didn't have a camera. There's just a lot of things I had to realize, bro, to be able to get to this point. And I'm talking to you guys on this YouTube channel like I'm being viewed by 100,000 people, you know what I mean? But I only get like 20-30 views, and that's after like a week. You know what I mean? But I do this also because you guys have to understand, bro, I love talking all the time. Like I'm really just like I don't know, bro, anybody would tell you, all my close friends would tell you that I chat. I love to chat. And that's not even like about this specific stuff. I'm talking about like anything, you know what I mean? So I'll go on and on and on. So me having a camera is like having someone there, if that makes any sense. That's just me. I don't care about the views right now. I just want to be able to get comfortable with posting, you know, recording myself. And that's another thing that I broke shell out of, you know what I mean? I got comfortable speaking to a camera, you know what I mean? So that's actually something that I'm really proud of. It was, I don't know, bro, it's childish for me to think that it was like weird to talk to a camera back then, but oh well, now I'm here talking to a camera, you know what I mean? What else? So man, I think I covered why I came back to a V2. I guess I can get straight into explaining what's done to the car. Well, I mean, as you can see, bro, this is like one of the coolest things to me is the blue carbon fiber in the interior. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see it on this camera. You guys should be able to, because I can see it on the screen. But this car is filled with carbon fiber all in the interior, bro. Like anything you see in here, bro, you name it, it has basically everything, bro. Like even there, I like how I parked the car like this, bro, because you can actually see the sun, you know, shining on the carbon fiber. The sun's on that side, so you can see that the interior is fully carbon fiber. Even the center console area, I mean, all the trims, you can see that right there has blue on it, up to over there on that side. All 4 doors have the blue carbon fiber. You can see it right here. Even the back seats have carbon fiber. Don't mind the back seat right here. I always put my dogs there. I don't really care about all the hairs. If the seats get ripped, these seats don't get ripped though. These V2 seats, I've had these cars since 2022, bro, and I always put my dogs back there. These V2 seats in the back, they have strong leather, bro, because they don't rip. And I put a towel there too sometimes, bro, but sometimes the towel moves and then the fucking seats are exposed like how they are right now. My dog's nails don't even poke through them, so that's actually a good thing. And I have extra ones anyways. I have a few extra ones at the house, so if they do rip, I'll just throw a new one, a new set in. Let me cover all the exterior first before I get into like mods. And this is being filmed let's say Nevada. If you know, you know. But anyways, let's start with this little piece right here. This is I think people call these splash guards. I wouldn't have gotten it if it was like my specific car, because you know I bought this car. But you know, it's a splash guard. It just makes it, I guess, look like it has a wider body to it, to me. Probably like $200 for these, honestly, bro. This side and that side, and then the fronts too, or maybe even more. I know carbon fiber goes for a lot for these specific cars. We can start also. So this is covered. I'm gonna start from the rear end going forward. One of my favorite parts is this carbon fiber worker bill tail. I've always wanted one of these on my other V2s, that I just never got them. Damn. No, it's a little crack right here, a tiny crack, but that's cool. I can fix that. I've done it before. This also has carbon fiber. It's the windshield spoiler. I like it a lot. Right now it's a little dirty, but something that's added to the car. Oh yeah, this wicker bill has titanium bolts on it. It makes the car look a little bit more aggressive from the rear end. And I'm probably gonna paint them black, because I feel like when cops see this type of shit, they're like, oh shit, a car that's modded, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna take that off. I'm also gonna change this emblem. It's a little dirty inside, but I'm just not a fan of these big emblems on these cars. I'm gonna take that off. But I also like how it has the carbon fiber trim right here. It's usually chrome, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that. These are probably gonna come off, bro. I don't like them. They're cool, but I just don't like the color. I don't know what this is called, but I will say it's like the face of the bumper. It's like a cover, but it's usually, this is like a solid black or a solid gray. I like it though. It makes the bumper look a little bit more aggressive. What else? Rear end is covered. We can move to the wheels as we move to the front. These are probably, I don't know, I was debating about taking them off and trading for some V2 coupes. But bro, I'm starting to realize that these are actually some really expensive wheels. And see, just so you know, I don't really drive this car like that, bro. It's got fucking spider webs on it. But they're really expensive wheels. They're 10 out of 10, no curb rash, no scratches, nothing. And they have all titanium bolts all around. The cover for the fucking caps are carbon fiber. I don't know if you can see that. And it's just, I just think they're pretty you don't see V2s with these type of wheels all the time, you know what I mean? So I think I might just keep them. I was really debating about trading them. I had a couple of trades lined up for this weekend, but I think I'm gonna cat on them. I might cat on them, because I feel like once I go back to stock black V2 wheels, bro, it's just gonna make my car look like it's like like, oh, another basic V2, you know what I mean? These calipers, bro, are powder coated blue, so that's one of my favorite things for sure. They're not just like sloppy painted by a spray can. They're actually powder coated, so I can they're actually done really well. And you know, most people don't even know how to paint these a good color without them like leaving a bunch of like scratches here with, you know, the paint coming off because they didn't do it right. And these are done really well, you know what I mean? That's one of my favorite things as well with this car. Go ahead, and I'm moving forward. This car also has a carbon fiber on this little trim right here that's supposed to be black. You know, I know this car really well, so I know what's supposed to be wearing, you know, what's supposed to be I know everything, bro, so just know that. And then there's also the carbon fiber here on this trim. It's supposed to be chrome. Carbon fiber side skirt. Yeah, I actually owned one of these. I just never installed them on my last car, and I sold them. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna keep that on my car. There's carbon fibers side mirrors. Also, I forgot to mention, this is actually something that I really like. It's like, I don't know what they're called. I think they're called rain guards. It just makes the car look a little bit more aggressive, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Moving forward, we have carbon fiber fenders. One of my all-time favorite things on this car that I never got on my last car. Thankfully, they're already installed with the carbon fiber. I think this would be called a trim, because usually this is actually supposed to be chrome, or people like to plastic dip them black. But this is another carbon fiber piece. This does not come with the carbon fiber fender. This is separate. This is like $300 for both sets. Front wheels, same thing. Just the calipers a little bit more bigger, but you know, you can see they're done really good. You can see that the brake pad is, you know, painted yellow, and they might have been yellow before, probably painted by hand. And then Adrian went ahead and powder coated the caliper blue, and then, you know, those brake pads are probably gonna need to be, nah, hell no, they're still pretty good, I can tell. So yeah, you know, moving forward, it's the carbon fiber hood. You guys saw that earlier in the video. I like the carbon fiber. I'm just not a fan of the style of this hood. I like the one with the vents in the middle. It also extracts heat more than these little tiny vents. Still better than the stock one though, because the stock one don't got no vents. There's a carbon fiber, but honestly, this is custom made. This is not for, they don't sell this nowhere, but this is custom made. This carbon fiber piece, this is for the intake, but it's carbon fiber with titanium bolts around, so that's pretty cool. This car is really well detailed, bro. And there's carbon fiber fog light covers, really nice. Carbon fiber lip, which, you know, this car does not look good at all without it. Something that I need to have every time I have one of these cars. There's carbon fiber trim. Usually this comes in chrome, or people like to plastic them black. This does not come with the carbon fiber hood. There's carbon fiber emblem here. I like that it's blue. One of my favorite things as well. What else? Oh, I forgot to mention the headlights, bro. The headlights have titanium bolts inside with carbon fiber. You definitely can't see that inside, bro. Damn. Now, yeah, you can't see that. You might be able to see it if I face the car that way. But yeah, it has carbon fiber inside there. I think I covered everything. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get started with the mods. This video is getting a little longer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make a part 2 to the video. Just because I don't want to post like a 30-minute video, bro. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover in the next video too why I almost got state ref. I don't know if I already posted that video, but I deleted it. But I'm gonna go ahead and redo it just because I don't like the way I did it, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to perfect my flaws, bro. That's all it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one here and then make a new one. So I'll catch you guys in part 2.